Yo, the morning after. So I decided to come in this morning and do a pre-recorded show. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are about to get deep. I want to talk to y'all this morning, but first, let me get my coffee. I'll play a little bit of the vibes for y'all, get y'all morning vibe getting right, and then I'll be back. All right, so I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Play some vibes for the background for y'all because we about to get deep. Now, smoking is bad for you kids. Do not do it. Do not ever pick it up. You hear me? Don't do it. Just because you see Truck and Chubby doing it does not mean that it's good. Do not do it. Do not. All right? Keep your body fresh. All right? Now, I want to say that shout out to Miss Pauline Darjean. She got down in our comments last night, Shad. I don't know if y'all seen it or not when I posted a video that their family has gone broke trying to get lawyers to fight against the Sanders family. It's crazy. It's crazy. And there's a couple of channels. Shout out to old head mentor. He's super funny. He be always boondocking Dion, just ripping on them, all fun and games. But he also puts real content out there. All right. So I want to give him a shout out. However, there is a lot of content creators, and there's some professionals too, that will not do the research of this Shilo Sanders bankruptcy case. I want to talk real about this, and this ain't, and I'm gonna talk a whole different way. So just stay with me. Stay with me for now, because I'm not going to go the way that you think I'm gonna go on this. I'm not. I am literally coming at the fact that the information is public, and nobody decided to go and do their research upon this topic, get the correct information. There's a whole interview on the Jason Whitlock show with Mr. John Darjean on there telling his side of the story. Shilo Sanders and Deion Sanders both there's multiple documentaries that's online about this case, and they're both explaining their sides of the story on there. And you're seeing a lawyer question both Deion Sanders and Shilo Sanders out there on the internet, and still somehow there's content creators out there who purposely put out a false narrative on this whole situation. Oh, no. See, the news cycle. See, they forget about this whole situation. But see, Truck and Chubby, I'm not letting this. This is a huge thing, because if you ain't gonna come to me, I'm gonna make sure that this get to you somehow, some way, because we need to have this conversation, Mr. Sanders, as two fathers, man to man. I know your kids is gonna be mad at me for talking up, coming at their daddy, but I need to have this conversation with you. Me and you. Period. Should have took care of this. Anyhow, they purposely putting out this information that's wrong. This information is wrong that they're putting out. Nobody's doing the proper research. They're just saying, oh, well, a 15-year-old man, big guy, got a 15-year-old beat up a grown man. Yeah, Carmel Moten, to knock most of you content creators that's putting the false information out. He'll sleep you. And he's 17. Devin Haney, Javante Davis, Ryan Garcia, they would have all whooped most of our ass when they was 16, 17 years old. And I don't care what y'all talking about. They're 16, they're 15, 16 years old just because they boxed. Come on, like, nah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what Shilo was doing. We know he was a big boy. We know he was 15 years old. And that's when most guys get their men body, whatever. It can happen. There's such thing as pressure points. Your body is a nervous system. You hit a pressure point, you can paralyze a man. You can paralyze a human body. You hit one of those pressure points. You hit somebody's nervous system the wrong way or get hit in the wrong spot, you can be paralyzed for life. For life. Period. So, yes, it can happen. But instead of them going to do their full research on this whole situation, nobody never done that. But ask yourself this question though. If the Darjean family was slandering the Sanders last name, if this was slander, why haven't they been sued for that? Defamation of character. There's been video after video, year after year of this John Darjean case versus Shilo Sanders, but it should have been versus the Sanders family. But I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. But they never got sued for slander. They never pushed back for slander. But this has been going on for 10 years. Yes, it's old. Yes, Shilo was a teenager when this happened. Which brings up the case. Why aren't nobody asking Coach Prime the question of why would you let this happen to your son when he was only 15 years old? Why would you let this fall back on your son? Is he not the number? What number is Shilo? What is he? The fifth kid on the list right now? All of a sudden, or has he always been the number 5 kid? Because we know you rank your kids. We know you rank your kids, Dion. But does that mean that Shilo is not in the rankings that you just said I'm gonna let him handle this when he's 15 years old, knowing that all you had to do was call this man Darjean, who worked at your school that you took over as a security guard, and he was an ex baseball player. You knew him from the majors back in the day and whatever else. Hey man, look, man, I know Shilo messed up. And I'm not saying this. The phone call could have been something of this sort, man. Look, man, I know Shilo messed up, John. But John, man, are you okay, man? How are you and your family doing, man? Oh, okay. So is there anything we could do, man, for you right now, man? I know what he did wasn't the right thing. That boy, man, I swear, I promise you. But if there's anything I can do to take care of this, man, so that we ain't got to be in no courtroom, we could just handle this man to man or whatever. I'm gonna take care of you. So you let me know what I can do. If there's anything I can do to reach out, man, send me the bill for your hospital bill and anything else that you need, man, and I'll take care of it. All right. All right, man. You have a good day. God bless you, brother. All right, man. That's it. That's it. That's how that could have been handled. But it wasn't handled like that. But that's how he handles the public. In everybody's eyes, he looks at us and he tells us this. He gets up on these podiums and he tells us, you tell us this all the time, Dion. You tell us this all the time. But you couldn't handle that man like that for your child, for your baby, dog. Let me talk in your language, for your baby, dog. You couldn't handle that man like that for your baby, dog. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. And so if had it went like that, I don't think that John Darjean would even have had went to court and everything. Now, for everybody out there that's saying, I want to say, and I said it on last night's show, and I'll repeat it again. Well, if his last name ain't Shilo Sanders, then he ain't even suing them. All right, bet this. If his name is Crawford, if his last name's Crawford, or if his last name's Steele, or if his last name is Fool, whatever it is, Green, he going to jail. He going to jail. And he in the transfer portal right now. Because it came out on Colorado's watch. It don't matter how long ago it came out. If this is any other football player in Division I right now, Power 4 football, they are in the transfer portal. Because yes, we know this is a legal move. You can do this. People move around money. It is not illegal to move around money. But it is a crime to do fraud, to pull a bankruptcy fraud. And we know exactly why he filing bankruptcy. There ain't no damn reason why in the world you are under the age of 25 years old and you filing for bankruptcy. And you still, and you Deion Sanders saying, why, how can a Deion, that don't even make sense, man. And look, he don't have nothing to do with it, but this is like a Master P son filing bankruptcy. This is like Lil Romeo or one of the Millers filing for bankruptcy right now. Come on, man. Talk to me, man. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, it is. The same equivalent. Tell me it ain't. Tell me it ain't. You could come up with somebody else's name. Come up with somebody else's name. A-list celebrity's kid going bankrupt under the age of 25. We know why. It's a legal move. I'm not knocking it. It's actually a very business savvy move. But in the same sense, he's avoiding to pay. He's not came out and addressed this to Colorado. Number one, he's not, and I don't. Nobody else wants to talk about it. I don't care. That's what they want to do. Nobody wants to talk about it, but nobody wants to talk about it in the proper way. That's the problem. Nobody out there wants to talk about this in the proper way. People are scared because he controls the media in such a way that he will get your channel shadow banned and whatever else is going on. And people are just afraid or just don't want to bring it up because they don't want their their audience to be mad at them and lose half of their audience or anything else. See, I don't have those problems. I will never have those problems, but because you know why? Because look, it's the authenticity of it, man. I'm gonna bring the same energy when they start doing well. Do I eat crow? Do a person like me eat crow for Colorado? I'll come here and I never said that Colorado's gonna be bad. I said they're gonna have a 6-6 season. I said what the Colorado was gonna do, and I know that they was gonna be, it took time to rebuild. They ain't just gonna go win championships. It's gonna take time to rebuild, but they on the right path. That's what I've always said. But anyhow, now, why is that happening? Why is this whole thing happening? Why drag it out for this long? Why drag it out for this long, man? Why let this linger around for this many years? Because I was trying to avoid paying Mr. John Darjean. So now his family is losing a lot of money trying to get lawyers to attack, because no lawyer wants to go against Sanders. Dion. Now, mind you, go back and look at my old episode. It is titled "Y'all Open the Door." It is titled "Y'all Open the Door." I have actual paperwork on the whole case, and it's saying that Dion was sued first. Talk to me now. And John, and if you watch the videos, John Darjean to tell you he didn't sue. He never sued Shilo. He never sued Shilo Sanders. He sued his daddy. He was a minor. Get that through y'all head. How could y'all not see that? He sued his dad. His parents. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the state of Texas, you cannot sue a minor. You have to sue the parents. How can y'all get out here and say that? People just don't want to do their research. And this is why coaches, pros get mad at content creators because everybody just wants to get on top of a story and feed their audience and the thousands of people who watch them false information. You should get a penalty for that, for perjury or something like that. That should be damn near like perjuring. When you're really getting out here and you're giving false information, there should be a damn algorithm that really strikes your shit for doing that, because that is horrible to get out here and to act. And then I even seen I ain't gonna lie, I seen Big Smitty do it on a JB show. On a JB and Big Smitty, I seen a Big Smitty do it. He didn't do his research on the case, but he started talking about it in such a way to where it made him look stupid. Let's keep it a bean. It did, because he was a lack of knowledge. Instead of him getting on there like, I don't know nothing about this case. I mean, he did say that, but then he started talking on it and giving his opinion without even doing a little bit of the research on the shit. A little bit. There's nothing that you really could say against Darjean, because when you really go back and you look at the whole case with Mr. John Darjean, he never was trying to attack Shilo Sanders. See, he took Dion and his mother, Dion Sanders and Pilar Sanders, to court. So he had to sue the parents for this. You know what I'm saying? And he did try to talk to Dion before he went and did all of this. He did. But see, Dion don't want to bring out the proof. And then if Dion did handle him, and like I talked about the phone call earlier like that, and he did give him some money, then he could say that he's trying to extort more money out of me. I gave him $3 to $5 million. I gave him $5 million. How much more you want me to get him, man? You know what I'm saying? Now Shilo got some backbone to stand on. Now, you know what I mean? But they don't even got that because it never happened. That never happened in this case. This is something that and for anybody out there, and I must say this as a disclaimer, anybody out there that say, "Oh, he's a effing hater." No. I'm holding another black father to I'm holding another black father accountable for his bull crap that nobody else really wants to talk like this about it. So I'm going to do it because everybody else is shook. I show my face. Not only do I get behind the mic, I show my face. But like I always say, as long as I keep that, I believe strongly if I keep the same energy when I'm around, if I'm ever in Dion's presence, that he probably will respect it more than all you sack chasers. But anyway, or he just might know you ain't getting no interview. That's cool too, because I'm not gonna switch up. But he goes and now all this stuff is handled this way because he never reached out to Darjean, never reached out to him, never tried to handle this. Dion's on the case, Pilar's on the case file. As they're going through court, you'll find out in public records, how did Dion just magically disappear from the whole case? Just magically disappeared. The whole case. Now, according to what Mr. John Darjean had said about this case, Mr. John Darjean said that the day before the ruling had came out, his lawyer, John Darjean's lawyer, quit the case. This came out of John Darjean's mouth, not mine. This came out from Mr. John Darjean, from me doing my research, from me seeing the interview he gave. He said that his lawyer quit. Deion Sanders was dropped from the whole case. Dropped. Just gone. Then it wound up falling on Pilar Sanders and Shilo Sanders. I showed y'all that paperwork. Go look at y'all opened the door when I was talking about. Go look at that. And now it's stuck on Shilo, a child. How did it? Because now this is years after that. So now Shilo's 18. Now the case can fall on the Shilo. So the case got pushed up until Shilo was 18 years old. Now he can, in the state of Texas, what? The bankruptcy can be filed on Shilo. Let's talk about it. Come on now. What is we talking about? That's how I ended up on Shilo. Because he pushed it 2 years, left it on his son. And all Shilo wanted to do was talk to his mom. But his dad said, they was going through a custody battle and he ain't supposed to be talking to his mom. I know John Darjean he wished that he would have just let Shilo talk to his mom. Go ahead and talk to your mom, dog. Another teacher at the school called Dion and said, John is letting Shilo talk to his mama. And he told him, get the phone off Shilo. He ain't supposed to be talking to his mom. Because I got full custody. Keep like that. And a whole mix of a whole mess. A whole baby mama drama mess. John Darjean get paralyzed for some Sanders family drama. And now you ducking the man. But not only did you duck the man, but you put the whole damn bankruptcy on your baby, dog. And then made him file for bankruptcy. So now when this whole case come out, you think this ain't going to affect Shilo in the draft? Y'all crazy out of y'all mind, bro. That's one thing that I do not believe that the Sanders last name is going to be able to block from, especially when it comes to Shilo, unless this gets handled. They got to handle this before he go to the pros. It's only right. That's your baby, dog. Handle this for your baby, dog. And then make him right, dog, on the paper, dog. Make him right on the paper, dog. You gonna owe me for this. You owe me. I'm gonna handle this for you. But you gonna owe me. You gonna give me some of that contract. Get this handled for Shilo and take care of Mr. John Darjean, that family, and be done with the whole thing. But he's never come out and addressed it. We seen him come at people on social media talking about how Shador won't get into the draft. We seen that happen. We seen him say, "Oh Lord," to transfers on social media, but we never seen him address this to the media in Colorado or nowhere. What is we talking about? Y'all don't want to talk about that though. Don't nobody want to talk about that. Why? I'm just talking the facts. I don't care. Look, I can look like a whole total hater because that's how what y'all think in the mind. But what I am doing is I'm just talking facts. Tell me when I'm spitting something wrong. Tell me. Tell me when I'm saying something wrong. He won't be able to sue me for defamation because this is all fact. This is all what happened in the case, and this is all what already John Darjean already had said. Mr. John Darjean said all this information is out there on the case, y'all. So this year in April, Shilo goes to the Denver County District, Federal District, to file for bankruptcy up there in Colorado in April. Somehow it never came out, right? I made a little video up on that, and the way that I said it, I did say them, but I was like, look, I don't want to talk about Shilo. Shilo's he's the most relatable Sanders to me, if you ask me. He's not super over the top bougie. He seemed like he got a little bit of hood relatable in him. To relate to that, down to earth type attitude, a guy who got it from the mud grind type of, and he made a mistake. Look, and John Darjean even says that. Mr. John Darjean even says that. So everybody that has the most animosity for this man Darjean, he don't got no animosity towards Dion or Shilo. He never wanted Shilo to be a part of this. But the man that is the head coach of the University of Colorado football team that talks about character constantly takes his character and totally does wrong with it and shows so much character. This tells so much about the character of the man that talks about nothing but character and talks about nothing but Jesus and amen and this and that. A total hypocrite, bro. Straight up, hypocrite, straight up, bro. When and not that we all haven't been there and we all haven't done some type of hypocrisy or something like that. I'm not saying that it haven't happened, but when you got that type of, you have that type of A-list celebrity, and you get out there and you talking to the public at large about that, but then when you have something like that and then nobody wants to hold nobody accountable, that goes to show how twisted our society really is in America nowadays and how twisted we really are. If anybody has a following that's big enough and they have enough fans and they are enough of a celebrity in this society right now, they will be able to get away with anything. But if it happened to your family, you would want to be seeking justice on this whole case and this whole situation. But you be mad about everybody else. Just imagine how the Darjeans is feeling right now. They ain't getting taken, but we seeing them buy cars, watches, chains, shopping at all these other stores, talking about how they getting so much money and how they doing this and how they doing that, but they pushing people to the side. But nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody y'all want to overlook that. He's in sports. He plays football. This is sports content. Nobody wants to talk about it. I don't know why nobody wants to talk about it, because if we talk about it, then we have to be a hater. See, either you a hater or you something else. But look, so if it wasn't for haters, would you dress the way you dress? If it wasn't for haters, would you want to be buying this and that? Would you want to be looking good? Do you want to look good for just yourself? Because you can look good with any type of clothes. You can go to TJ Maxx and look good for under $50. You can go to Walmart and look good for under $20. You can look good from just going to the corner store and getting you a $5 white tee and then getting you a nice pair of jeans or some cargos for somewhere. You can look good at any price with any type of money. But why do you got to buy all this other type of stuff? Why are you doing that? For haters, for other people that want to talk about what you got going on, so they want to pocket check you. So when they do see you with your Armani's and Gucci's, so they saying, oh, he got Armani and Gucci's on. Oh, he got this and he got that on. Oh, that's why I don't even wear my little chain no more. And it ain't real, but it means so much to me because it's my little brother that died when he was 7. I was only 10 years old, and I seen the thing happen. But what we ain't talking about me. We talking about why everybody else do what they do. But we talking about haters. If it wasn't for haters, would you be you? I guess not. So I guess that I'm a hater too. Period. Shout out to Facer for that. Because you're not doing everything that you're doing if it wasn't for the haters. So it got to be somewhere around and what's going on and what they doing. It got to be some of that because it's not it don't make sense. And I know that really ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but still in a sense that's where we're at. Haters, you got to be. I'm a hater because I'm out here talking about the facts of a case that's just real. And a man that constantly talks about character and that talks and that uses or the man who died for our sins name in vain so damn much, and it's disrespectful to him alone to say that he's a Christian man, to say that he's a believer, but then to leave a man paralyzed from your child and to make your son file bankruptcy and never to take care of it. Let's talk about it. I don't want to touch on that. My mentor told me to stay away from this. He said, "Man, don't do this. Don't do this trucking. Because if you do that, you gonna be a mother effing hater out there. You're gonna be something else if you do this." And for some reason, I'm telling you right now, mentor, I prayed, I slept. I ain't perfect, but when I seen Miss Pauline Darjean in my comments last night, when we spoke on this just a little bit, I said, first of all, I got to come in here and I got to correct every content creator that did not do their proper research on this case, that just wants to defend Shilo and the Sanders family at all costs. Not to say that they ain't perfect, but also, what could I do? Voice my true opinion. That's all I can do. They could even start a GoFundMe for the Darjean family, and it'll still help Shilo. If y'all really support Shilo like that, would y'all give money to help Shilo not get into bankruptcy trouble? That's what I want to know about all the Colorado fans and all the content creators out there who gave false information about this whole case and everything else. Would y'all donate towards that to make sure that the Darjean, Mr. John Darjean, gets his to be able to take care of his family? Because he does have a family. He cannot provide for them as a man. And when you a man and you can't do either the two for your woman, protect or provide, how does that feel? How do you feel as a man if you can't do the two P's to your woman, protect or provide? Because that's because money, you could talk about all the money in the world. So you able to provide for your woman a whole lot. But if you out there chasing that money, then one thing you ain't doing is protecting your woman. So now the protection becomes an issue, right? The time you putting in with her, where you at? You can't protect her because you're never there because you're chasing the money, but you're able to provide for her at a high level. Or you can protect her and you giving her all that time, but you're not able to provide her means. But how do you find that equal balance? So he having trouble with one of those, and everybody just keep overlooking the fact that he has a family. He's a man. He never wanted this to fall on the Shilo. Y'all keep overlooking that because when you got a huge following, it does not matter because that's the way that's our society is so twisted up and everything is so twisted in this country. It happens right in front of your face and y'all never open your eyes to see it or read between the lines or do the research because everybody is so damn lazy on the point where it's there. All the facts are there. It's there. And then the blanks in this case to where when you are not looking at the court paperwork and you following the paper trail of the bankruptcies and you're not looking at that, you can also John Darjean's story, multiple stories that's out there on the internet fills in every single blank up to the Jason Whitlock interview. And then after you look at all of that and he fills in every blank that the paperwork and the paper trail that's out there And he fills in the blank with his words. He fills in the blank with his words. So everything is out there. He's never been sued for defamation of character. Once again, he's never been sued by the Sanders family for defamation of character because everything he's saying is a fact. That's why, goofies. Now you could challenge me on whatever I say, on whatever I do, on however I bring it. But the one thing you cannot do is say that I'm wrong on this. Because I can't get sued for defamation because I'm speaking on what Darjean spoke on. The paperwork is out there. The whole trail was there. The whole trail was there. Why hasn't he never? Why? Answer that question. Now you get to looking at something else. Like, what's going to happen if they don't take care of this? Because he's a high profile character. What's going to happen? It's going to happen regardless of what y'all saying. He filed bankruptcy. And everybody knows he filed bankruptcy. All the news channels in Denver and Colorado have already picked up on this case. It's out there. The public at large knows what's going on. People are trying to turn a blind eye on it. But I'm telling you right now, it's Stephen A. Smith, it's ESPN, it's Fight. It's all them people you got up there right now, Dion. When this finally hits the light and the feds get this, are they going to still hold your name up? Or are they still going to do it then? I bet you they won't. I bet you they won't. Where your daddy going to be then? Like, why'd you do this to your baby, dog? Why did you do this to your baby, dog? Huh? Top. And that's what I'm saying. Now you get to looking at forensics. What do forensic accountants do? They go into your accounts. They want to see what name this is in, what name that's in. When you changing the names of this, they want to account for all your money and everything else. And then if they find him guilty on this, probably because his last name is Sanders, so he'll probably find a way to wiggle out of this. Does this ruin his college career this year? What does this do to his football career? What does this do to him? Does he face jail time? You damn right he do if he get found guilty for fraud. You one thing you don't play with is the IRS. That's the one thing every gangster in this world has never, ever, ever in American history been able to get away from is the IRS. They've been clean with everything, getting away with everything they can do. But the IRS come in and they lock their ass up for something else. And I'm telling you right now, when you playing with them, the IRS, you not above them. They will come in, they'll find everything out, and now he got to account for everything that's going on if this ain't behind the scenes. But he's never came out and talked about this because he don't care to talk about it. He don't care because he got enough of the Dion Coat followers and the Dion fans out there that just overlook the whole situation, and they ain't holding him to the fire accountable for the situation. But if this is one of y'all family members, I guarantee y'all be doing that though. And nobody want to talk about the real facts, but the facts is out there. So all I can say to everybody is, no, I didn't present no facts out here, but I talk and I spoke on all facts. But I advise y'all today, whenever you hear this video, to just go look up John Darjean versus Deion Sanders, Pilar Sanders. He never wanted to sue Shilo. Shilo was a minor when this happened. They drag it out for 2 years. The judgment didn't come up till 2 years later. And in the state of Texas, he was able to take over because then he was an adult in our system. That's what happened, y'all. That's what's going on with that whole case. The research is there, man. This is going to be my last time talking on this, unless somebody pull me up and they want to interview me on this, or they want to hear what Trucker Chubby got to say. But until then, y'all have y'all a blessed day, man. I'm up out of here, man. Roll the videos, dog. Y'all see the before, you see the after.